Very good evening, folks. Welcome to the channel. A bit of a kick in the teeth tonight that we are not playing the match up in Postponed. An absolute kick in the teeth because the game has been postponed because some of the pitch is unplayable. Some parts of the pitch is a hazard, as the referee said earlier on when they done the pitch inspection at 4 o'clock today. So what I will say is I feel a bit sympathetic towards our fans that travelled all the way to Aberdeen and have been let down in the last few hours, hearing the news that that team won't be playing there tonight because it's not playable to play on that pitch. It's embarrassment for Scottish football. It's embarrassment for Aberdeen because at the end of the day, a club like Aberdeen, they should be putting covers over the pitch. They should have some sort of heating system. You know, they should be used to that type of weather up in the northeast of Scotland. So I said I'll pop on tonight for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Just general chat about stuff, chat about the game coming up on Saturday. Obviously reading comments earlier on, people were saying, oh, is it a conspiracy? Like they want us to play more games towards the end of the season in this title race, all this crap. McInnes calling his old team, doing him a favour and all that stuff. Look, I don't buy into it. The fact is, it was meant to be on the Sky cameras, and we probably could have played in that pitch tonight. To be honest, it's just the referee, the SFA, typical. So people are saying seems fishy. I don't know. Like, I really don't know, to be honest. Like, I've seen pictures of the pitch, and let's just go on to Twitter for a couple of minutes and let's just review what the referee said, just to give people the perspectives. You know, 11 people tuning in. I hope these are all good. I always like the top as well, by the way. Something different. You know, comfortable as hell. I have this a good few years, to be honest with you. Sky Sports Scotland, and we're going to go on to see what the referee said, just to show you in the perspective. Fact is, the game's off. It's a boring night ahead unless you're going to hope and Kilmarnock pull off something. So let's see. Right, 2 seconds, folks. He's ready to see this. Let's just up this here. Let's go. This is the pitch.
It's 20 minutes. The game has officially been postponed. You can hear from that official on the decision now. He's with Luke Shanley at Postponed.
The goals in bits, to be honest with you. Look at
Greg, you've made the decision to call the game off. Tell us why.
There was an area of concern raised to me at the bottom end within the penalty area. I've went down there and had a look at that. There's extremely soft, the soft mud. It's moving when you put studs in it. There's concerns that the player's safety when they're running in that the boot will just slip. It's not taking studs, and real concern. The ball's also not bouncing in that area, and all that taken into the player's safety is paramount to this decision. And I just couldn't ensure that was for the day.
Is it something that's quite an easy decision in the end? Because obviously people will be travelling and that you've had to make that decision, as you say, player safety and obviously the run of the ball.
Yeah, I had a look at it. It's not one that I thought was in doubt. It was a fairly straightforward decision in respect to the player safety for the night.
So there you go. That's from the referee. That's what he's saying. How's it going in Westmead? I hope you're doing well. But it's been pissing down the last 40 hours on and off up here. Must be really bad. Like, as I said, there's money to be lost and with Sky revenue and stuff like that. I know the game will be rescheduled for another day. I'm just gonna look. I don't know where we're gonna fit this fixture in, because we have 2 midweek fixtures coming up in the next 2 weeks. We have Livingston at home, and then we are going to be playing away to playing at home to Stuttgart. So let's see where we're going to fit this in. And then there's an international break then in there as well. What's the 7th of March? unless I think that's going to be used as a cup weekend probably. So I don't know where we're going to fit this fixture in unless it's in April sometime. April. Let's look at the fixtures in April before the split. Nah, it's going to be put towards the end of the season. We're going to get this fixture done, to be honest, because with Livy midweek next week and then Stuttgart the following week. Then it's just Stuttgart actually 2 weeks in a row. Then don't know where we're going to fit it in. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you enjoyed the podcast last night. Good. It was a good bit of a buzz. Obviously, Hearts losing to St. Mirren, but it doesn't really matter now at this moment in time because we're all buzzing to see Celtic play tonight against Aberdeen. Meant to be kicking off in 5 minutes' time, but wasn't meant to happen. I'm just in. Don't know. Didn't know the game got called off. Put it on, and Eddie Howe was talking for a second. I thought he was Aberdeen's manager and pissed. Yeah, a lot of people didn't really know. It was just like Celtic put up on their socials, but a lot of people don't have social media, just have YouTube or that's it. And then they just got to come along from work or that they're being busy with their kids, putting their kids to sleep and then expecting to see Celtic play tonight and then they're not there. So yeah. Sadly, the situation, but we'll have to hold off to see these new loan signings. They're gonna have to make their debut now on Saturday at Celtic Park, which would be give them a few more days of preparation, a few more days to get to know the squad as well. And Saturday, we all know what's going to be happening Saturday. I had a discussion last night on the channel that Celtic Collective and a good portion of CSCs have decided that they're boycotting the game. So the attendance for the game on Saturday is going to be probably maybe half full, maybe a third full. It just depends who goes or who takes up the tickets. And now some people might turn around and say the last minute that they had a deep thought about boycotting and then they decided no, they're not going to boycott because they love their club so much and they want to be there. But it's going to be a strange one Saturday. It's going to be fuck all atmosphere. And anyway, over the last fucking season, the atmosphere is just died down because the fans don't want to sing. They want to sit there and observe, but they won't sing to the level they should be singing. As someone said to me, my barber said to me today, before the Green Brigade, there was the jungle. There was fans that sung before the Green Brigade. Where are all these fans gone? You know, believe in your team, back your team, sing, you know. So the 17 people in, get the questions in. It could be anything related to Celtic. I'm just feeling a bit fed up because the game's not on, to be honest with you. I'm just feeling like it's just, is it? Oh, for God's sake. Let me just refresh. Let me just go on and watch this game on my phone. So, typical. Stream 1 is down. Just going to see, can I watch this game on my phone when I'm talking to you? I'll just put it down on the laptop screen. It's bleeding. What is going on with this? Internet is absolutely brutal when the weather's shite. Data and Wi-Fi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give me 2 seconds, folks. I'm just trying to get this game flat right now. That's it. Kilmarnock will roll over as always. But yet they beat Aberdeen the other day 3-0.
Just that quick transition.
Oh, his voice goes through my fucking head. That Rangers TV commentator guy. I'm just watching off a stream here. Why not? Oh, what a buzzkill. What did Town say? 4 minutes in, it was a goal and a penalty. Was it a penalty and a red card? Kilmarnock. Oh, look at the state of that jersey, Kilmarnock. They're absolutely bleeding brutal. Neil McCann be delighted inside. You know, he's the caretaker manager of what, Kilmarnock. He would be dying to lose his old team. Like imagine Kilmarnock actually did get a goal in the Doyle Emerson game, made it 1-1. It'd be gas. It would be absolutely gas. Oh, takes the buzz, doesn't it? It takes the absolute buzz out of it for tonight. We're all looking forward to that game tonight, but it'd be another live show I'll be doing when we do eventually play Aberdeen. Probably be fucking in May at this rate. But a game in hand, it may benefit us, but the way the results went last night, we wanted to obviously do the business tonight and build momentum. Now, as it stands, Rangers will go second ahead of us, but we'll have a game in hand. Not worrying about it too much. So give the players a rest, time to work together. Exactly. Well, you gotta look at that in a positive manner like that. Exactly. You gotta think it in that perspective. Like the new guys gives them a few days extra to settle in, get to know the lads, obviously adapt to the system as well. Yeah, I'm sure that Mavuke, Benjamin Arthur, Junior as well will be relishing the chance to put a Celtic shirt on, and you know it's like a trial move for them. You got to think about it in that way. If they impress in the Celtic shorts in these loan moves, they have a potential chance of being bought, and it means that Celtic can't fucking take the piss with this. Like, look what they done with Ida. They never had an option to buy with Ida, and they took forever and they ended up buying Ida. They overspent on Ida. Let's be honest, Ida was nowhere near the money. But look, that 2 million that we missed out on with Ida, with the valuation when we sold it from Swansea to Swansea, you know, I look at it as that's a league title. That's a cup that you won us, you know. Well, 4 cups he won actually. A Celtic chance of new players to play in the cup and get used to. To be honest with you, like, people are thinking the cup, it's because it's the cup. We're playing a Premiership team in the cup. People need to remember that. Stephen Presley will have his team completely organised at Celtic Park. They're a good team, Dundee. So, like, it is going to be a hard game, without a doubt. But we should have enough in the tank to beat teams like that. Like, let's look at the squad depth now. While we're on this tonight. Look. Oh, just have the Kilmarnock game on here at the moment. Where is it? First team. No, I don't. I want to see the first teams. Hold on. Right, here we go. I'm gonna put this on the big screen so you can see what I'm doing. There's 12 people tuning in tonight. I don't blame you. Do you reckon Schmeichel will be dropped for the weekend? I'd start Salah the weekend, to be honest. Why not starting the weekend? So this is our squad. But like, we haven't even seen Ross Doolan even getting a game for Celtic. He was just brought back in for obviously the Scottish quota for the European games. Alistair Johnson, as we know, is still out till March. Liam Scales hasn't had a great season, to be honest. At the start, he looked really good. Looked like he was maybe potentially player of the year. And then Nancy came in and that just crumbled his confidence. Trusty's at this picking up in recent games. Carter Vickers, I don't even know who that is. Does anyone know who Cameron Carter Vickers is? Never heard of him. I thought Julian's been brilliant, especially in the last games, being good. I can't wait to see this guy back in the Celtic shorts, back out on the pitch. Marcelo Sarachi. Benjamin Arthur yet to make his debut for Celtic. Obviously, he was signed a couple of days ago. Kilmarnock's needed at the scoring, by the way, folks. Nah, he didn't. Nah, it was miles off. From that angle, it looked like. Dane Murray has a lot of improvement and he has to do to get himself into that first team properly. Colby Donovan, very impressed with him this season, I have to say. Tony Ralston, I'd punt him. I actually would punt him. the summer. Tierney, he's half the Tierney he once was. I think he's coming onto his game. You obviously seen the assist he done the other day. I just think he's being very cautious in his play because he's afraid that you get injured. Benjamin Negrin, he's been outstanding. What a signing he's been so far. Luke McCown, feel sorry for Lukey. Obviously, he's just dipped. He just hasn't turned up this season at all. Arnie Ingles, the 25 million player now. So Ingles, if he has finishes off this campaign with a good few goals and a few assists, I think we're in a good position this summer to sell him if you do need to sell him. Paulo Bernardo, feel sorry for Paulo, but when he's getting his chances, he's not taking them well. Rio Atate has just been a disappointment this season, to be honest. That's the best way to elaborate on Rio Atate. Callum McGregor, what can you say? The captain, but he's just not a 90-minute player anymore. He's not that 90-minute player that you'd want from a captain. He's just, I think they're playing too much games. He's playing too much games. There's a lot of responsibility to him. He doesn't have competition in that defensive mid, even though he is the captain, but you need some sort of, have an option there if he needs to come off. Jota, don't know who Jota is, to be honest, which is there's Junior there. Balakwisha, probably one of the worst transfers I've ever seen in Celtic history. He's just been absolutely piss. Tomash has been good. 1 goal and 1 assist so far. Rangers are actually need to score on the second goal there, folks, as well. Yang's come onto a game. Iheanacho, 2 injury prone. Callum Osmond, he's injured at the moment. Sebastian Tanecki hasn't lived up yet to standards. Looking forward to seeing Mavuke. Maeda, just not in it. And Jamesy, legend, but he will probably finish out his contract at Celtic at the end of the season and see where it goes with him. So yeah, just it's the numbers are crap tonight, folks. I think probably people are probably watching the Rangers game, or they're just not arsed hearing the news that the game has been postponed. Simple as. We all should be sitting here and watching Celtic on. I would have actually done a watch along tonight. I was in the mood for it, but ain't happening because ain't nothing to watch along about regards to Celtic. So I'm gonna jump off in about 5 minutes time, folks. Just can't be arsed, to be honest. Hopefully Osmond will be good. Yeah, look, I think Osmond, to be honest, Callum Osmond looked impressive in that cup semi-final against Rangers. Obviously, he picked up an injury. It's been unfortunate for Callum, and hopefully he gets back, and he could be a player for the future. Rodgers didn't give him a chance. Martin O'Neill put him in the deep end, and he scored an extra time in the semi-final for us. Well, yeah. Right, folks, I'm actually just going to jump off. I can't be arsed. Tonight. I'll try get back on on Friday night. I'll give it a break tomorrow, and I'll chat to you. So unless something big happens over the next couple of days, which in Celtic's world probably not. So I will be back on Friday night and have a chat with you just to lead up to the Dundee game and see any other news and see what injury news is after coming through as well. So I appreciate you all tuning in. I know it's small numbers tonight, but I will speak to you all soon. Good night. God bless. Hail, hail.